been expecting you.
Out of my way.
Your resolve is admirable, even if it is misguided. None can change their destiny, Kratos. We sisters determine the fate of all. It was I who deemed that the Titans lose the Great War, and I who have allowed you to come this far. It is not your destiny to kill Zeus.
You no longer control my destiny.
I see Gaia has filled you with her lies.
I have warned you. Let me pass.
You have always amused us, Kratos. But know this, mortal. There is no power greater than the Sisters of Fate. If you challenge us, you will die.
Kratos is not deterred. And energy tennis! Just like in The Legend of Zelda. Reflected back, you can go either way. It can either be one or a few rounds. This is a pretty simple but very fun boss fight. The only attacks you can block are her direct scepter blasts. And as you see, their energy tennis, it's going a few rounds. I think it's gonna... We're going up to 4 rounds. It's kind of rare. She's very vulnerable, so you can get a lot of attacks. I just generally prefer using counters here and there. Usually when she's doing that 7 attacks, the animation will last long enough. And then maybe getting off a Spirit of Hercules combo. I don't know what it is, but Chronos Rage seems to make her spasm. What you can do, though, is actually activate her amulet or something and cause her to go into energy tennis. It can be very manipulated, because you get a decent amount of magic and health. Pretty simple, but you know it's easy to do. When she's vulnerable, you can do pretty much anything. I recommend, personally, going for a rage of the Titan Strikes. Watch out for that. You can also block that. Oh, send it back to her. It's hard to do, though. Energy tennis, one of my favorite about Zelda. Unlike Zelda, though, there are no exploits you can do. You can't, like, reflect with a bottle or Titan's Bane or anything. I wish you could. That would be great. And then you can do this, and I prefer using the invincibility range for Chronos Rage. Even though we're at the Sisters of Fate, it's interesting what she's saying. She's the second person who said Gaia is lying. Or at least not telling the truth. I don't know what that means. Regardless, being amused probably is why we've come this far. But either way, Spirit of Hercules combos work great, and at this point she's going to head into the air. And then she's going to do that, go up into the air. That does a lot of damage, and we have to dodge her though. And then we have to get away to make her come down. So what you usually need to do is, again, energy tennis. Or I think it's called Demon's Volley in the Zelda, actually. There is actually a lock that you can do when she's in the air. And wow, this is going for some time. Nice. As you notice, Chronos Rage seems to cause her to spam, though, in the air. I'm going to try to get her to move over... I'm trying to get her to move to the grapple points. Grapple points are good for supporting her other attacks. So I don't think you have invincibility frames, but the speed is great in general. You can also use Chronos Rage to get her to move. There's a lock you will with Barbarian Hammer. I'm going to try and show it off if I can. Okay, let's see. Get her to move over there. Great. What you can do is... Get it ready. Okay, I'm trying to get it. The strikes cause her to... Okay, so basically, I'm going to try and explain this. The strikes from a Barbarian Hammer stun her and stop her from doing anything else, but she won't move. I don't know what it is, but it's great. You can lock her in that basically forever. She won't even fall down. I had trouble doing that because she wasn't close or something, but after this, the circle problem isn't there for that long, so get to her as quick as you can. We're not done yet. It's going to go for some time.
You do not defy fate, Kratos! For we have woven the events of your life. Life is at an end. We control your destiny, foolish mortal! With a win, we can end your life! Or allow you to live. Search your memory, Kratos. The sword which you stand on delivered your victory against Ares. Without it, you will be the one who dies this day, not Ares. We can change your past and set your future. This is the power of the Fates!
Well, whoa. We are back at the battle against Ares. Well, kinda. The only area from returning from God of War. Now, you need to focus on Atropos. She has not appeared. You can use Titan's Bane, and you can also reflect her attacks. I prefer reflecting them and using your Titan's Bane in conjunction. I believe the game wants you to because these enemies will actually give you magic back, as you're seeing there. And the timing can be weird, but interesting that we're actually here. And believe me, we don't have to worry about fighting Atropos. You can game over in a different way. And I just don't understand how that's good timing. Now, here's the thing. She's gonna come here and she's gonna try and destroy the sword. If she succeeds, you will die instantly. There is actually a cutscene and you just die, and the Kratos of the past will die, not... And then this one, of course. Watch out. It takes some time, though, regardless of difficulty, so you have nothing to worry about. And when she comes here, you don't really have to do much. You can just throw in the enemies or just go into Rage of the Titans like I am. Either one works. It's pretty simple. I'll actually show what happens if she destroys a sword. So, if you guys are wondering, don't worry, I'll show it. Not done yet, we're now on to phase 3.
This power was never meant for a mortal like you!
We've got both sisters to deal with, and it's not going to be an easy fight. The hardest phase, by far. Lachesis is more aggressive, and Atropos was just going to be there to annoy you. You do have to deal with her, but Lachesis has to be dealt with first. Same things apply, but she is just faster overall, and that's going to be a problem. I do find it easier to counter some of her strikes, though. Like as you're seeing there, just how fast she's going. There are a few combo attacks a few of them will do, but you can actually kind of manipulate it. It is hard to kind of get to do that, but some of the same things from the last fight apply. Just be careful about when you're getting Atropos, because she vanishes for too long after you get Lachesis vulnerable, stun, which is what we have to do. Then Atropos won't appear. We only have one way to deal with Atropos. Now here you can actually do that Barbarian Hammer lock that I did in the end of the phase. But when you're doing that, make sure Atropos has not vanished, because if she has, then you're actually in danger. The one thing, she will not appear until Lachesis is no longer stunned, and that can be a problem. I think it's a glitch, but I know it will last the whole duration. What the fuck? Why did you do that? I think, whoa, that was way too fast to counter. Oh god, that was Alright, she's going back up there. The main problem is when she's doing her 3-hit combo, because then you can't really avoid it. Well, I mean, if you mess up, you just get hit by everything, as you guys saw. Either way, that's that. That's 2 mirrors done. And I'm not going to bank on Atropos being dumb and shattering it. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! What was that? Ooga! Alright. Now she has that pillar attack. Do not underestimate it. That is actually unblockable by all things. Even Rage of the Titans will not save you from it. Just go into Rage of the Titans when she's vulnerable, when she doesn't have the pillar. To avoid it, use the grapple points. They've got one last stand, but we're not giving in. The main game's theme is playing for a reason, Sisters of Fate. Oh. Well. I wish we had a tampon, but we don't. How's it feel, huh? Huh? We told you not to underestimate Kratos, but nope, you didn't. If you can't see it, I'm waggling my finger. Right. That's just a pretty fun fight, in my opinion. It can get pretty crazy, but in a good way, actually, in my opinion. Regardless, though, they're basically kind of lost in the cosmos. We didn't really kill them, per se. But they're not going to appear. Still. We gotta just deal with one more thing. See, there were actually 3 Sisters of Fate. We just took out 2 of them. Lakia is the middle one. Atropos is the eldest, I think. I could be wrong. I probably have it backwards. So you have to take out the youngest. So we've literally got one more challenge, and it's kind of a doozy, but first, I'm actually going to take a look at that last. That's an important thing to look at. The Titan War, if I recall. We already saw an idea of what this was like through Atlas's awesome flashback. Looks like we could have another one on our hands in here. This could actually very well be indicative of Kratos' future when you take the 3rd game into account. Now this one is very interesting in my opinion. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the 3 kings heading to birth of Christ. The 3 kings following the Star of Bethlehem. Most of the time the games don't really have references to other mythologies or religions. It's kind of interesting, although I think David Jaffe actually wanted to see how Kratos could do, like maybe move this series into Norse mythology. That would have been very interesting, although it would have kind of been a little crazy that Kratos went from one mythology realm to another. I really kind of would. Regardless, we're at the last part of the game. This is basically just going to be like an endurance run of sorts.
It is through my threads that all life is born. With destiny, Kratos, you will destroy everything.
Clotho is actually, believe it or not, the youngest of the Fates. Doesn't really look like it, because she looks like a freaking silkworm. She's, well, huge. But, every family has its odd child, I guess. I don't really know what to say.
No one can change their true destiny!